This is a general reading for Gemini for January 19th through the 26th. So if Gemini is your sun or moon rising or Venus, this is a general reading for you. In January, I will again be offering a complimentary 30-minute reading for those who either, I will randomly select from those who either subscribe or put in a comment. And also, if you like the channel, if you would, to support the channel, if you like the video, thumbs up. With the subscriptions and the comments and the thumbs up, that does help the channel. I did post under the community comments a couple of weeks ago. I selected 22 people who support the channel for the complimentary reading, and I posted it in the comments. And that was for those in November and December. Of those 22, I've only heard from 3. So check the list. I will be honoring that until the end of January. So if you see your list, your name on the list, send me an email. If you want a reading, that information is down below. I'm sort of I will do readings, but right now I'm getting ready to move back to the States. So that seems to be, taking a lot of my time right now. So that's one of the factors in the delay of the videos. I have been getting the pets ready for the transportation. Nina will be flying in the cabin and Milo will be flying in the cabin, hopefully, because we're going to start working on him getting used to the carrier. Hope, unfortunately, is not going to be coming. I've talked to 2 different veterinarians at 2 different clinics, and his quality of life is very poor right now. He has dementia. He walks back and paces back and forth. Sometimes he can't find his food. Sometimes he can't find the water. I will be taking him to the vet this week. He's 17. He's blind, and you would think that he would know the house after 18 months because I've had a lot of blind dogs, and he still gets lost, and he'll end up going straight and standing in the bathroom instead of going to the door, which is just before the bathroom. I mean, the door outside. And so it's not fair to him, and the plane trip is 15 hours, so he will be going to the vet. Jason is a day by day, and I'm taking him to the vet on Monday for another scan to see how the tumor is in his prostate. But I've been reading up on it, and the prognosis is not good, even with surgery. With surgery, it extends it maybe for 100 days. That's 3 months. Do I want to put him through surgery for my benefit, not for his benefit? And I can tell he's starting to be in pain, and he goes outside frequently because of the way that the tumor is. It's pressing against the colon. And so I want to see the progress of, I want more information, so I'm taking him to the vet on Monday to look at the tumor again. I'm leaving for the States in about 17 days. I don't know if Jason will be going or not. This has been a rough, not calendar year, but year. Sammy, died from heart failure, and Gypsy had cancer on her leg, and now with Jason. I came with 6 dogs from the United States, and the only dog I have left is Milo. But I always have old dogs. I always adopt one when they're at least 9 years old or 8 years old, and I don't ever give up on them. They're with me until they no longer have a good life, a viable life, I should say. They were sort of old, when I brought them over. And I only have Milo left, and Milo's on 3 heart pills. And I have Jason. Jason was one of those. So I've been spending a lot of time with my animals, and then the 2 feral cats. One of them got spayed last week. The other one's getting spayed next week. And then I'm going to talk to a neighbor to see if she will feed them. So they'll have a plan after I leave. Because they're feral, and they like to, they'll go to the feeding station, and they just need a warm place to go to. And so maybe she can leave a window open like I do. So that, my first priority is that, you know, the animals, my plane trip, and a place to live when I get there. Now, I am using the Light Seer deck. I've shuffled the card. And I always ask Spirit, what is the message that you have? And for Gemini, I get a sense that some of you are starting a new endeavor. You're in a new situation. And it says just to, you know, take your time and get the feel of the environment. It could be a new job, for example. It could be a new neighborhood. It could be a new house. But there's some sort of transition that some of you are in, and it just said, you know, to take your time and observe and learn as you're into this new situation. Now, let's see what we have for the cards, and it's almost time for the people at the Supermercado to leave. I think they close at 7, and I'm doing these readings, you know, tonight late. One of the reasons is it's been so cold in the hallway, so I have 50 minutes more. So if you hear any noise, that's them outside. But it's been so cold in the hallway. That was one of it. So I have a little electric radiator here that I parked right next to me. Because it's very clear out. It's crisp clear. And the hallway is long, and I have the door to my bedroom closed because that's where I'm keeping the cats. They have a heater. The cats are they're very comfortable. They have 2 different kinds of cat food. They have their water and a nice little heater and the closet that they go into. They like to hide in my closet, and you know, with a curtain of clothes around them. So let's see what we have here for our with our Light Seer. Well, Ace of Wands, a new beginning. Some sort of new, exactly. It goes, remember I said there's something new, and to just acclimate to that, get used to the situation with a whole lot of responsibilities. So it can be that maybe you're starting your own business or a project or multitasking. You're in between, and like maybe 2 new jobs, or you know, there's a lot of responsibilities, but a lot of things that you're doing, but you're handling it just fine. It's almost like juggling everything, but it's and it could be the transition from an old job to a new job, or from a job to your self-employment, or you could be moving, or it could be, you know, or a new project. Maybe you got promoted, but there's some sort of transition, the Ace of Wands in this. Or it could be you preparing for your Ace of Wands. Maybe you're starting your own business and you have a whole lot of things in which to line up, in which to do that. Or you have a new job and you're learning all those responsibilities. So it's a lot of things going on, but it's that new endeavor. Then at the base of it is a message about money, Page of Pentacles. So it's related to work. Then behind you, we have Victory, 6 of Wands. Look at all these wands that you have. You have the Page of Pentacles, but three of the 4 of Wands. So this is victory. Heaven, it's your prayers, your energy is coming down to you, but it was answered. You're reaching up to the heavens to receive. This was behind you. So it could be that new endeavor, you put out the energy, and now it's coming to you. Now, look what we have here. We have the 9 of Pentacles on your mind. So you have the 9 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, which is almost completion of a cycle. So you're in transition because you have the Ace of Wands, that's new, and you have the 9s wrapping up. So this is, it could be all of your 9 of Wands with your 9 of Pentacles, which is on your mind. You know, the responsibilities related to earning money or creating money, starting your own business, or where you are right now. Could be even that there's some time constraints or projects at work that have to be done by a certain time. And then we have the Eight of Wands. Again, victory. Six of Wands, moving forward. Eight of Wands right ahead of you, more moving forward. All these wands, it's project. And the project can be anything. It could be work, it could be moving, it could be even like remodeling your house or working on some sort of charity event or, you know, so the wands can be many different things, but it's like a project. Then around you is the King of Pentacles, money. And then we have the Five of Swords. This is your self-doubts. Could be confusing to you. You're like, oh, I have so much to do, and all these self-doubt things. You know, I won't even put them in your mind because then we'd have to cancel them. But, you know, all those things that we carry around, which are, you know, it always goes back to the family of origin and what we heard as we were growing up, you know, and they learned from their parents. It perpetuates along, and there's very few handbooks on how, you know, how to raise kids. Now, well, there was, but we do the best we can. Now, the Judgment card is things almost coming, or some decisions. It could be some decisions, and you looking at this, making some decisions of the direction that you're going, the Judgment card. And then the final outcome is the Four of Pentacles, moving forward, taking, you know, this is sort of like turning your back on it, saying, I am taking my possessions, I am taking what is mine, and I am moving forward. So it's moving forward again with your treasures. Four of Pentacles, and then the Hierophant, which is like divine intervention. In some cases, it can be government. It can be different interpretations. Judgment card with the Emperor. Five of Swords, let's see what you're mulling over about the King of Cups. So you're mulling over about the King of Cups. This is on your mind. King of Cups can be a person, a relationship, or home, or moving. And then we have the King of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. Isn't that interesting? A couple, or it could be an endeavor, could be a business. Could be a couple around you that you know also. Money people. Could be family people also. I get that this could also be related to the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles can be related to family or friends. I think it like a family, and it can, I get it has to do with family money. It could be, you know, wills, inheritance, trust, something about that. I get that for someone, you know, setting that up, and, you know, how to break up a family. When someone dies, money can really create a lot of negative energy. And the person that's deceased is maybe the one that was holding everything together, and so things are scattered. It can be division of property. It can be division. Someone found maybe things that they didn't get their fair share. It's just, you know, but I get that there's this couple, and for someone it's like family members, the King and Queen of Pentacles. For others, it can be, is it a boss? Is it a family-owned business? Could be around you. But their reading is about this couple. Who is that couple? Okay, I see that this couple is someone that you know, and it is like being on a tightrope. That they're in your life, and it could be that you have, for someone, you have some business dealings with them or some money things, because it is related to money. And you're on a I see a tightrope like on the circus. that you're very, very, very cautious around them. For someone, it could even be in-laws. Yes, it could be in-laws. Okay, so someone's got a couple around you, either family members or business, and you feel, for someone, you feel like you're on a tightrope. You just on a tightrope, you have to be very careful. You have to put one foot very cautiously in front of another. Okay, now your Eight of Wands has to do with celebration. So something about celebrating as things are moving forward. The Nine of Pentacles on your mind has to do with temperance. Taurus also had the Temperance card. Behind you, the Six of Wands with the King of Swords. At the base of it, the Page of Pentacles with your wish card. You're going to get a message. This could be your message from your King and Queen of Pentacles also. But you get a message about money and your wish. And then you have a celebration coming up. So some good news is coming to you. I think it's very good. And then we have the Two of Cups, communication between two people, crossed over about the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles can be people getting together talking about money, for example. It could be a project about money, or it can be something that's coming to you that was withheld. So there's some good things coming to you, and I see that is why you're moving forward with the Four of Pentacles. I'm taking my money, I'm going. I'm leaving the situation, I'm going. Because you've got two of the action cards of the Wands. So your reading is about, first, your Ace of Wands, new beginnings, crossed over about all your responsibilities as you go forward with the new, the new job, the new project, something new, and it's juggling, it's adjustments. Can be even like maybe you're starting your own business, and starting that, there's all the things that you think, you could be a wonderful, whatever technical sort of thing, from IT to a product to a hands-on kind of, do you hear that, the cats? That's the cats in the bedroom, but they have food. So it can be, a technical thing that you work for the company, and it's like a hands-on kind of thing, to an IT person, to starting your own business. And there's all the things that you have to do in preparation for that. It isn't just, okay, well, I'm going to get a desk or open a shop, and away I go. No, it's all the licensing and getting the marketing and everything set up. So, even starting your own business, you have a lot of responsibilities with something new, or even a project. It can be a charity thing. It can be a project at work, something new. That's very possible with a deadline. Then we have here your Five of Pentacles with your Two of Cups. It's a conversation between two people, and understanding between two people, and money. So it can be like the Two of Cups could be a conversation with a family member. It could be some sort of professional, but it has to do with money and understanding about that. The Five of Pentacles, like I said, it could be a project. It could be people coming together. It could even be something owed you, due you, and you have a conversation about it. Inheritance or a bonus or something. But there's some sort of money that's coming to you that is owed you, or some new freedom of money coming. Because at the base of it is that you're going to get that message about money, and there's your wish. So you've been waiting for it, and there it is. Could be even, for example, that you've been waiting for an inheritance or some sort of civil matter, or, even domestic. and you get that, and then there's celebration. Behind you is victory, the Six of Wands related to the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords can be a government, it can be an individual, it can be a boss, but it's moving forward. And it can be moving forward like a promotion at work, or moving forward like a job, or moving forward like this could have even been a domestic partner, but it's victory, moving forward. Because what's on your mind is all this money, almost time for harvest, and be temperate. Don't rush anything. In other words, take your time. For example, and be temperate once you get the money. That's the other thing. When you get the money, be temperate. A lot of, on social media, saying that there's going to be a recession coming up ahead. And they are encouraging to get your basics. Now, and do not spend a bunch of money. So this is not the year to go out and buy a brand new car. This is not the year to, this is the time to be frugal. So, for example, stock up on basics, stock up on canned goods. If you get some, food, put it in the freezer. This is the time to, like how the squirrel harvests all the nuts and everything and puts it in the nest. And you can even find a squirrel nest. They'll take cones and take the seeds out of that, and they'll hide it for the winter. Be like that squirrel. The expression is squirrel it away. I bet that's where that comes from. But be temperate about your money. That's what it's saying. What's on your mind is being temperate. Be very mindful of how you spend it. Because it's, and then maybe it doesn't happen. Maybe the downturn goes away. Well, then you've got your money anyway. They are expecting the stock market to go down. I mean, this is what the media is saying. So it says be temperate with your money right now. Be temperate. This is not the time to go out and buy something that isn't essential. And actually, for me, having had parents who had lived through the Depression, in the 1929 Depression, a lot of their habits that they had, I observed and saw. So now I know some of the ways to cut back. And I remember, I hadn't thought about it, the recession, 1970s, and how we cut back. The old expression of it's a recession if it happens to somebody else. It's a depression if it happens to you. But I can remember that there was, that's when we had the gas lines and a shortage of coffee, so people were putting chicory in the coffee, and a shortage of milk. So I can remember buying powdered milk and canned milk, and maybe using powdered milk to enhance the milk. There's ways that you wouldn't even think about. But I've been recalling some of the things I did to save money during that time because there were shortages. So, at that time I learned some things, and so it's saying just be temperate. Now, what's ahead though, after you get your money, because there was some money coming, the Eight of Wands is things moving fast, and there's the celebration. Now, it could be you started your own business. It could be you got a promotion. It could be a project. It could be, getting something done on your house, or starting your own business, or a project at work, and celebration that you got it. But there's something about moving forward, about a project of some sort, and there's celebration about that. Then we have our couple around you, the Queen and King of Pentacles. This also could be a business. It can be money, it could be a business. You could get hired, or it can be money coming to you. It could be an inheritance. It can be a trust set up for you. There's some sort of money thing around you. And then we have your negative self-talk about the King of Cups. all those things. Now, this can be, the King of Cups could be a home, could be a relationship, and all your, the negative thoughts about this King of Cups. It could be in a relationship that broke up. Or it can be someone that's maybe wanting a relationship, but you have all these self-doubt tapes that are running in your mind that can be a barrier for relationships. So it's important to let go of the negativity in the past. Because then we have here the Judgment card, some delays, but things are coming related to the Emperor. Now the Emperor is, so this can be a decision in your favor. The Emperor can be someone in a government position who makes a decision, like a judge, a hearings rep, or it can be a government entity. But it says things are starting to come to you. If you're having any business dealings with the government, it's almost coming. But there's going to be some decisions made by the Emperor. Decisions about your prosperity, about your project. It's coming up. So maybe you have some dealings, maybe you apply for some permits, maybe you apply for some benefits, maybe you're waiting for a judge to make a decision. But it's, that's in line for this week. And the final outcome is, I would say that you get your money. Here's the Hierophant, can represent government, and you're taking your money and going. Say you're hanging on to your treasures, and you're looking at your future, and you're like, I've got what I wanted, I'm moving forward. That's what you're doing now. So Gemini, it is the end of something that you've been waiting for, and there it is, it's coming to you. Now I'm going to pull 3 oracle cards of the wisdom of the oracle. I ordered some new oracle cards, which I'm looking forward to opening and using. And then yesterday I went shopping because I had not been shopping since Halloween of 2023, right when I got my diagnosis. I was right about in then. So I hadn't been to a mall, I hadn't been any place, and my clothes were just, but I went to this really neat shop, and they had chakra candles. They had the 7 chakra in, the candles, and I wear my earrings that have the chakra, the stones, and the 7 colors. So I got those candles. So when I set up my studio, when I moved to the States in 17 days, I'll get a little candle holder and I'll have the chakra candles, which I think is pretty cool. Now, let's pull our Louise Hay card. And Nina is just all tucked in here. She looks so cute. Here, Nina, let's cover your little neck, honey. She's got her nose down into the covers here. And at nighttime, I have this wonderful heavy blanket that I put over my lap, and then Nina gets under the blanket because she's, I do have a dog sweater for her, but she hunkers down under there, and then I uncover her nose so she peeks her little head out. Okay, angels and archangels and spirit guides. What is it we have for our Gemini today? And we have here, I forgive myself. Well, something to forgive yourself about. As I forgive myself, I leave behind all feelings of not being good enough, and I am free to love myself. Remember that 5 of Swords? I think that this is your 5 of Swords right here. All those negative self-talk. Let's replace those and put affirmations in there. And then we have the believe in your own magic. If you like the video, hit like. I would love to get up to 5,000 subscribers before I go to the States. It's one of my goals. And then I've got lots of things that I can do once I'm there, including live stream. And, I'm going to do some live stream for subscribers where we can, do little mini readings. And then I'm also going to do the sending positive energy to the universe, a meditation. I'm going to do that every week to raise the energy of the collective for healing of everyone and the planet in the universe. And so I've got lots of things I'm going to be doing. Angels and Archangels. What is the card that we have for our Gemini tonight? And it's right here. Gray. Endings are inevitable. Now, isn't that interesting? You have new beginnings coming right now. So you left something ended as we go forward. And it could even be that, you know, maybe an ending of a relationship that has been in the past. As humans, we tend to see things in black and white, forgetting to account for all the gray in between. There's someone in your life who's begun to fade away, or maybe they're gone altogether now. Don't fight it. Real relationships are not the same as the fairy tales we know and love. There is no neat and tidy bows to tie things up at the end, leaving you satisfied. Acceptance isn't easy, but it's a thing you need to work towards. We create our own closure. So for some of you, there's some sort of ending that occurred, and also you had the forgive yourself card. Do you hear that cat? She wants out, but you know, I don't want him out because I want him spayed, because I don't want a bunch more kittens in the village that procreate, then they're wild and feral. Then if people catch them, they take them down to the kennel, and it's not a nice life for them. So, you know, it's much better to spay. So Wednesday, one of them is going to get spayed, and the other one just got spayed. Okay, now we're going to have our meditation card here. What is the meditation card this week for our wonderful Gemini? Oh, and they're going to try to get out, but they can't. I have tape on the door. North Star, hold your ground and shine bright and unwavering. There you go. There you go. Hold your ground and shine bright and unwavering. Oh. That is like the, you know, what it said, you know, the temperance, and you had your Four of Pentacles. You were going forward on your own. Okay, see, that cat tried to come out. So I have tape on the door because the door doesn't, it's old, so it doesn't go securely. So, for the next few times, Nina and I are sending you light and love from Portugal.